Greetings, salutations. Happy Wednesday, March the 18th, 2026. And according to my records, 2 more days until the official arrival of spring. But I'm claiming it now. It's still a little bit chilly, but it's spring is in the air, so that's good. I hope it is where you are. And if it's not, if you're in another hemisphere, then you're heading into a completely different season. But may your fall and winter be not nearly as bad as ours was here. That's for sure. So here we are again. I'm missing days, I know. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Look, I just keep falling off the horse and I just keep getting back on. Things are really busy and I'm having trouble managing the sheer volume of activity that's going on, but it's all good. It's all good. So, we're figuring it out one day at a time, and here we go. So today, like I said, 2 more days till spring. It's also the day that telephone communication was established between London and the continent in 1891. Pretty amazing. Imagine before that happened. I mean, it's just incredible. Can you imagine being the first person to be able to pick up a phone and call someone on another continent? How that must have felt to be able to have a real, like a live conversation with somebody, not a wire, not a telegraph, like an actual conversation. That must have been mind blowing. Now it's like we're all texting each other all around the world all the time. Also, Mahatma Gandhi sentenced to 6 years in jail after his first civil disobedience campaign against British rule in India in 1922. 6 years for civil disobedience. That's pretty severe. So always good to keep in mind that justice can often look like persecution depending on who's in charge. And I'll leave it at that. So where are we at today? Well, like I said, lots and lots is going on, but I want to just talk briefly about the complete energy shift when things start aligning. It's incredible. And I'm having fun with new clients. There's other clients where they started off wanting to do something and then change their mind or they drop off. And I'm not hung up on any one client. It's great. It's like meet you where you're at. And it's all about giving clients the very best experience that I can give them and that my team can give them. And being in that space of loving what you do, loving who you do it with, and being aligned with your client's purpose is it's incredible. And I haven't felt like this. I mean, I don't want to say ever, but it's never been this good at all levels. It took me a long time to get everything aligned. And there was a lot I needed to let go of. As any regular listener to this knows, letting go is like the common theme, right? Got to let go to go. So there are many, many things energy-wise that are just much, much easier. I'm going to a mergers and acquisitions group next week to a meeting, and I'm excited about that and to meet some other folks. One of the things, too, that is kind of fun in doing this work where I'm really helping CEO founders and other types of leaders move from operators to authority. Moving operator to icon is the transformation. And using videoed conversations to do that. So is that, I'm going into spaces where I get to meet, for example, CFOs. And, when you think of a CFO, a stereotypical CFO, the stereotype is not like great personality and all this other stuff. And, stereotypes often have some truth in them, but it's also true that you find people in jobs doing things that you wouldn't associate with having a great personality, and you meet great personalities because great personalities are everywhere. And so I'm enjoying getting to know the people side of whatever the role is. And actually, I'm seeing that one of my highest and best uses is to pull the person out. One of the great skills moving forward in this age of AI and disruption is allowing ourselves to be ourselves, more ourselves, not undisciplined, not unhinged, but, not emotionally unmoored, but to be strategically vulnerable. That is a truly master skill and something that I'm having a good time helping people cultivate. So without further boring you with all the details of that, I just want to say that the main thing is that when things really get in alignment, purpose, passion, talent, skill, interest, curiosity, and the right clients, the energy shifts. And what I'm experiencing is that people are just coming into my world literally at a pace where it's like drinking water out of a fire hose. It's almost unmanageable to deal with the sheer volume, but I'm finding tools and other resources and laying that down. And the big challenge now is giving myself grace and patience to lay down the pillars and the foundations of this business so we can scale, because the scaling is going to be actually quite a challenge. I can tell already. Just being prepared to handle the sheer volume that is coming, that is going to be the problem. And that is a problem I have wanted to have for quite a while. And so, look, I keep coming back to this point, but thinking about your own life, your own career, whatever your mission is, whatever you're working on, are you really aligned? Are you aligned with what you care about and your skills and your natural talents and the things you're curious about and with people that you want to spend time with? If you're aligned on all those things, man, you got it made. Maybe the missing piece is just finding the right other affinity groups or support groups to join. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you always for listening. Thanks for your patience as I work things out with schedules. Be good to yourself and others, and we'll check back again with you hopefully tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.